we're live. Hey everybody, it is Sunday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Fallout New Vegas. Joining me this evening, we got the full range of mods. We got the game show reviewer.
20 print quote, Glory to Nuera Stotska.
We got
Quote,
Zen.
Enter 20, go to 10.
We got Zen.
Hey everybody, I'm heckin' cute.
And we got Crimson.
I'm still contractually obligated to be here.
And we've got SKHS Video Productions. Whenever your super chat comes in, we will read that off. Otherwise, how's everyone's day been having? Happy Father's Day to those who are fathers or who have good fathers, and people who are bad fathers or to those bad fathers, go to hell.
There's SKH Video Productions.
Just got back from trying to buy an AC unit. My window is too small by an inch. Would need to pay $40 of a 8x4 foot board that I will only use 20 inch by 3 inches of. And the kicker, forgot my wallet, 90 degrees Fahrenheit for Monda. So, sorry about that. Where are you now in Fallout New Vegas? We are still in Old World Blues in... I don't remember, the dome is what it's called? Like the big brain area where we're trying to recover Georgie's brain.
We're in Thunderdome. We can't get beyond it.
Come on, at some point we've got to get beyond, what's it called?
Thunderdome. We have to get beyond Thunderdome.
The real place we're at.
MT.
Yeah, we got to get beyond MT.
So Renfield's getting a cat tomorrow, and life is good, and that is a good thing.
It's okay, I'm gonna steal it later. It's too cute.
Okay, yeah, never go to a pet store with Zen, okay?
Oh, come on.
Jeez Louise, we went to Chuck and Don's and Petco, and she literally wanted to adopt all 3 freaking cats that were there. And I was
They were so cute, and they meowed at me, and they stiffed my finger, and they begged me to take them home.
Okay, but like you can't just do that. Like, you already have 3 children. You don't need more.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on. What's wrong with just the cats wanting to sniff and lick and take home? I mean,
because Zen takes that as please adopt me, I love you, rather than let me just sniff your hand.
But so long as
they
Zen
want
doesn't act
to
on
be
it,
adopted.
we're fine.
They want to be adopted. They're strays. They babies. They need me.
They're not
We got
strays,
super
they're
chats
part
we
of
gotta
the
read
rescue.
off.
Yeah, we got super chats. T. Williams, CA, Linkara and Vega are amazing as usually. I love the review. Batman versus Superman versus Nuclear Man. Sorry, Doomsday. Captain Avenger 93. Who is the best dad in any fiction?
This is gonna sound really stupid, but it's also because I am him in real life. Red from That 70s Show, because like I am that guy who would be like, yo, you're a dumbass.
I'm gonna go with both Corey and Alan Matthews.
Ooh, Alan Matthews is a good choice.
Yeah. I'm gonna also say Corey because he became a really, really good father. Zen.
Best father.
You're supposed to say me. I'm the best dad.
Oh, this is a hard one.
Fiction. We're talking about fiction.
I'm a fictional character. I don't exist outside the internet.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my God, Maze Hughes, Full Metal Alchemist. Come on.
I'm gonna throw something at you.
Mike TJ3, yeah, I just saw your reaction on the camera. Since it showed up on the sponsorship for the HF
Home for
video.
Infinite Losers, Hiffle.
Okay.
Hiffle.
I'm tempted to ask, have any of you seen Sailor and the 7 Balls? Nope.
No.
For those who don't know, Sailor and the 7 Balls is an old hentai parody of Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball. I have never seen it. I just know it by reputation.
Oh, gotcha.
Seven Seraphim 7.
Sorry,
Last
just
time
had to
on the
interrupt. And that's why it was
adventures-
so hilarious to have it in that sponsorship video. And Lana Patora took time to highlight it on Twitter.
Seven Seraphim 7. Last time on the adventures of Georgie LaForgie. Georgie did science and made just one single pupper companion who never died. Also, other cyber dogs, however.
I forgot
SKH
about all the
Video
puppers.
SKH Video Productions. Brain and Brain. What is Brain? Yeah, it was inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylee O'Hara says, I have no father as divinely birthed from the murky swamp of empty hopes and broken promises. Hey, I've been
So
there.
you're from the same place that weird aquatic women distributing swords as a system of government. Good for you.
It's right next to the it's right next to the swamp of eternal hope and dreams, isn't it?
I thought that was next to the forest of unusually large rodents.
I don't know. I always get confused when I get back there.
That's near evil realm of evil number 55.
Benjamin Hall, did Lewis forsake the way of Georgie by misinforming us on the last stream about when this one would occur?
I think I said, did I say last week that it was going to be on Saturday?
I don't know.
Well, I ended up deciding to push it to Sunday at the last minute, just because I wanted to focus on I thought that the Batman v Superman episode would be done with by Wednesday. And it's not entirely your fault, Game Show Reviewer. There were still decisions that I was making and trying to get done with. And honestly, we're getting so many super chats in. I'm just gonna start up the game.
All right.
Did you get Anacomic Geeks? Because I didn't see you read it.
Oh, sorry. Anacomic Geek, say what you will about Snyder as someone who likes. There it is. Say what you will about Snyder as someone who likes Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. I agree with certain points, but after this week, you can't deny a good point about his Batman. He's not a selfish lover. Let's see. Keep an eye out for. Oh, there it is. T. William CA. What do you think about the scandal over a sex scene with Batman and Catwoman?
Mostly that I understand where DC's coming from, but that it is incredibly goofy thing to say. And of course, and I'm wondering how many, and I think Nash put this best, the fact that there's been no official statement from Warner Brothers or DC itself on this matter, that maybe the creators of Harley Quinn who mentioned this might be getting a dressing down sharing that.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, we gotta, let's see, we gotta go, let's see, find the 3 student records. We gotta been the advanced institutional test. So I gotta go and do that, because we still gotta get our upgrade for the sonic emitter.
Right. CJ Moody, what the hell was that accent GSR was doing during the plot point of this passing atop the fourth wall episode?
Yeah, what was the accent? Tell the people about it.
I don't know. I have no idea what accent I was doing.
Just decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this.
I just want to do this.
Heather X. Hi, sir. Fred Tolman, CLC News. What are your first thoughts coming out of the ring, sir? You know, that thing, I was like, that was like Texas twang combined with JFK. I
was gonna say, I like only watched the storyline bits. Sorry, Lewis. I did not understand what accent that was.
I imagine that if you were going to do a JFK impression, it wouldn't quite sound that southern. Go for more of the Boston, I think.
Well, that's
the thing. I will say, though,
them.
The only accent that actually had an official thing behind it is that the Dom and Kaluna were specifically trying to do the radio announcer from Korra, so that I can confirm. But
in fact, you know what? Word of St. Paul, right here. Someone go put this on TV Tropes immediately. GSR says the official accent of Furious Fred Tallman is Temlinian.
There we go.
Oh.
It's not a continuity issue. It's not like a weird it's not like a bad Southern accent. It's
Temlinian. It is the Eastern accent of Temlin City. It's Temlinian. So there. And if I don't see that on
Nothing
TV
bad
Tropes,
ever
I'm going to be very disappointed in you guys.
I've been asking for a TV Tropes page since the dawn of time, and I still don't have one that's been updated with my correct name and pronouns, so don't hold your breath.
I'm still waiting
know,
for
Lewis
people
is-
to notice I exist.
The fact
so
that people
they-
The
still
only
update
reason
the
I
TV
have a
tropes on me and actually have been really enthusiastic about the last year's worth of episodes, like posting almost every joke in the funny atop the fourth wall bits, I'm actually very impressed and humbled by that.
Well,
Yeah,
the only reason I have a TV Tropes page is because I was affiliated with Leon and Johnny and them guys doing D&D for the first season of Dice Funk. That's the only reason why I have a TV Tropes page.
I don't
Dice
know.
Funk
Lewis's
was fun.
fans are really good. I mean, they are really on top of it when it comes to TV Tropes, which is why I say if I don't see what I just said on there, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Hey,
Philip
if
Miller.
you decide to make it.
Whoa. Okay, before we continue, number one, my wife has said that I am best dad 4 out of 10 because no dad has ever gotten above a 4, and apparently GSR, you are now my wife's husband because you've been reading all the super chats instead of me.
Nice. But if people want to create a TV Tropes page for the Bun Squad, I'm not going to say no. But
Once again, that was for Word of St. Paul. I think I've already got several entries on Lewis's page there. Philip Miller just survived a week, 115 plus degree heat. Had to cool off, or time to cool off, tuning into the first live stream in a few weeks.
My
Also
brother
moving
is
in 2
calling.
weeks.
1 second.
Your brother?
Hi, Graham. I'm
Hi,
in the middle of a
Graham.
stream right now. How are you?
This is live production.
live,
folks.
everybody.
I put him on speaker. He says,
Say hi to the chat, Graham.
That's because I actually did think I saw it on YouTube that went up, but that's totally bothering you. You didn't have to answer.
I know, but it's more funny when I answer on stream.
Okay, I just talked to Dad. It sounds like maybe
Oh.
Tuesday.
Oh, it's personal stuff. We're not
Yep,
allowed to
sounds
talk
good.
about that.
Yeah, that's true. That violates our rule. Lewis, you're banned.
What the hell?
You're banned from your own
I swapped you back
Discord
over to
again.
separate speaking because they don't need to know about other stuff in our lives. Anyway, I will let you go, Graham. Thank you for the update.
Okay, so everybody's
Will do.
agreed that Lewis is banned from his own stream, right?
Bye-bye.
Lewis has
Yeah, Lewis
violated
is banned
Rule
again.
1.
Yeah, Lewis, you violated Rule 1. It sounds like you're banned.
How did I violate Rule 1?
Because you brought up... Graham brought up
Brought
your
up personal
personal life.
material.
I turned the phone off of speakerphone. It was just mentioning when we're getting together to celebrate my mom's birthday.
And now you just revealed confidential information. Okay, that's
I didn't say when it was going to be.
But you said what it was.
Oh my god. Just
I didn't
a
say
super
if the birthday
chat.
was something that had happened already, whether it was something coming up. You don't know.
Okay.
well,
You know what I
you
just
see-
realized?
When you
My
see
my birthday is actually gonna be during an episode if we keep it on Saturdays. Nice.
All right. So we're just gonna.
Oh, by the way, before we continue with super chats, tell Mom that I love her and happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, likewise here.
Oh, dude, kind of in the middle of shooting Night Stalkers.
That's fine.
Shooting
Alright,
bad doggos.
Alright, keep going, man.
Yeah, just survived a week, 115 plus heat. Time to cool off. Tuning into the first live stream in a few weeks. Also moving in 2 weeks, and one of my roommates has 2 adorable black kitties.
Aw.
Yay, kitties. Oh, don't invite Zen to your house, otherwise she's gonna want him.
Yeah, right.
I need your kitty. I need them. I must have all the kitty. They want me to adopt them, except for Hime. Hime and the boy are taken.
This guy was
And
just
the
carrying a
Bronx, yeah.
plunger around with him everywhere.
Hime stays in this house and does not leave this house unless she's going to work or the vet.
Gordon ZX.
She's a
The song request I asked for last week didn't end up well, but since everyone's here, can we add the touch to the song requests?
Sure. At 150, we will do the touch.
I don't
And
even
at
know what that
200
is.
And
The
at 200, I will
Transformers, the
do
touch.
Poor Unfortunate Souls.
Oh.
200 Poor Unfortunate Souls, because they're asking for it.
And I should note 150
All right.
after the request.
Guys, just so you know, I am I'm a little bit far behind here, so sorry about this.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, I know you're not gonna hear this for like 5 to 10 seconds, but can we just, until he catches up, can we just kind of pause super chats, please?
Yeah, sorry, we
And
really
I also
got kinda
just
carried
want to
away
say,
here.
I'm not going to ever steal Hime. She's a very good healing kitty.
It's true.
I like to say hi.
All right, speaks too soon. Justice wasn't meant to dawn. Superman and Batman weren't meant to fight. Not like this.
Not like this!
Not like this!
Why did you say that name?
What do we got?
SKH Video Productions. Worf was a great man, but a horrible father. You know, I can't disagree.
No.
He was not a good father.
It's true.
777. Now for entertainment to take my mind off how much my arm hurts after yesterday's moped crash because someone can't look before pulling out into the road. Ooh, sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Hope you're feeling better, man.
TWMCA. By the way, it's crazy that your Batman v Superman is blamed for killing entertainment.
Oh yeah, okay, in case you missed this,
Wait,
Oh,
what?
that's right. I saw that. I
a
saw
troll
that. That's right.
comment, basically like a rambly, weird, hard to understand, broken English comment, basically saying, me and all the former Channel Awesome people destroyed entertainment with our reviews of stuff like Batman v Superman. We are the destroyers. I have destroyed entertainment.
Oh, is this that guy you were posted about on Twitter yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You have killed entertainment. Congratulations.
Did I destroy entertainment by being a bunny? Like, what? How? What?
I don't understand how people think that, like, you know, okay, like, this is the only thing I'm going to say on the subject, because I know I don't want to rehash this, like, every single time we rehash this, but you guys do know that if you don't like something, you can literally click away from it, right?
And even then, even if you don't like if you like a piece of media or dislike it, our review is not an attack on you. It's just us stating our opinion. So when I say I really like Scott Pilgrim, but I don't like Cloverfield, that's me. You do.
That's
you.
just like your opinion, man. Bonus points if you understood that reference.
Okay. All right, so we're doing the advanced test now,
Oh no.
and unfortunately, this door has phased out of existence.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Thanks,
Bethesda.
Bethesda.
Oh my God, Seraphim. Zen killed cuteness by being a bunny. After her, nothing can count as cute. She has absorbed all the cuteness.
How dare you? My daughter has something to say about that.
All right, let's continue on super chats here. Here we go. Connor Harvey. I, Starscream's Ghost, declare myself antagonist of the Transformers / Ghostbusters crossover.
Sonic emitter data. Download Impulse Wave module. All right, I can now disable force fields.
Yay! And a Comic Geek. I thought the accent was supposed to be British myself, but no, it is Temlinian, the official accent of East Temlin City.
Ah!
Philip Kelton. I really enjoyed your video on Batman v Superman. Very reasonable, by the way. I had to mention one thought. Not going to change your opinion, but it'll explain stuff. Okay.
What's the opinion?
It's
I
not
don't
on
know.
there.
Yeah. Clockwork Soul. In honor of Father's Day, this quote: "Is there any man that needs a reason to protect his own children?" Thumbs up for those who get the reference.
I do not.
I do not. Sorry, I'm just gonna drink this new
I
Coca-Cola.
don't get the reference, but I don't get the reference. So that's a good quote, though.
Now you're radioactive. That can't be good.
I am most radical.
Benjamin Hall.
Sewing machine.
I just wanted to promote a cool indie comic others did. It is Invasion from Planet WrestleTopia, and its Kickstarter is ending soon. Need more funds.
WrestleTopia. Wrestle!
Wrestling!
All I know is that Batman v Superman review I have subtitled as Hell in a Cell because it's really about wrestling.
Kyle.
Yeah, well, you know.
Kyle Nauschwitz, I believe that is, or Nauschwitz. Georgie wanders the ways. Beep 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 beep. What the hell is it, Zordon? Zordon, I swear to God.
Yeah, shocking no one, my ringtone is the communicator beep. Mind you, I've been trying to figure out my old phone when I had this, it would, keep it set, it would, beep every several, like 4 to 5 seconds or so. This one, it just keeps looping it, and it can actually get quite kind of annoying that way.
That's stupid.
Robert Wilson, Lewis, I don't see any comments about this. The kryptonite Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice was a byproduct of the terraforming process, and I remember it being explained in the theatrical cut of the film.
It's possible that was explained. I don't recall them saying that, but it's certainly possible that I just missed it.
You mean they actually made something worse?
No, it's just...
Why would you say that name? Why would you say that name?
Philip Kelton, Batman v Superman is an alien invasion movie. The Snyder Cut basically confirms this. Basically, Steppenwolf is working with Lex to destabilize Earth as the USA is doing with the fictional country at the start of the film.
Question, where do they say that was explained?
Is it in the movie?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, just like where did they say it? No, I'm not like joking. I'm asking, where did they say exactly where that was explained?
No, it's not. It's not. It just says basically Steppenwolf. The Snyder Cut confirms this. Basically, Steppenwolf.
So the Snyder Cut of Justice League confirms that.
It's not in the movie, though.
Nope.
It's not in
apparently,
the actual movie.
It's either the Snyder Cut of the Justice League or Snyder Cut of Batman v Superman.
I mean, there's
I'm not sure.
The Snyder Cut always refers to Justice League Snyder Cut because the director's cut, which is by the way a whole bit that I cut from the script. It's the director's cut is the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. So I want to be clear about the distinctions here about these things because otherwise that will get very confusing. No, if the Snyder Cut of Justice League confirms that, great. As you said, it wasn't in this movie, but I'm okay with some things remaining a mystery. But then that just makes me tilt my head and wonder, wait, why would he do that? Why is he, if he hates one alien, why does he want to work with a different alien about this?
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't make too much sense.
By the way,
maybe that's explained in the Snyder Cut, but like.
Remember when I said
I'm
you have
just
the best
wondering
fans ever?
when are we gonna get the Snyder Cut of Fallout? I mean, come on.
By the way,
I thought Bethesda already did that with all the glitching.
Yeah. Remember when I said you had the best fans ever? The trivia portion, or the TV tropes has been updated.
Jeez
Wow.
Louise.
You guys are awesome.
See, I told you people, you guys are the best fans ever.
You guys are awesome. If you like the Bun Squad, TV tropes is right there.
Thank you, Principal. No,
Oh my God.
That was very well done. Thank you very
This
much.
guy has issues. Penny Punk, hey Lewis, I watched all your Atop the Fourth Wall DVDs. They left me with one question. What would you like to see in a revival of Tomboy?
See, that's the thing. They actually a fan sent me a comic that actually was a revival of Tomboy. At least it was part of a collection of female superheroes from the Golden Age that they revived and revamped. I haven't read it yet, but like, I definitely want to keep her like tween age, fairly young, just like natural talent and skills, and just being like awesome. And everyone just underestimating her. Maybe it's some friends who can like offer help to her, just like because in the few comics of Tomboy that I have read now, she seems to be all alone. Just letting my health recharge. Taking forever to recharge.
Right.
Okay, more water. Nuka-Cola victory. Drink some more Nuka-Cola. Get ourselves radical again. And we got Radaway now, so that's a nice thing that we got from the force field.
JV Rose says, I may not be able to stay long due, but guys have become entertainment for I am amused by you people. Thank you.
Oh, didn't you hear?
I'm
Lewis killed
glad you're
entertainment.
amused.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've destroyed entertainment. We have none anymore.
Are you not
No,
entertained?
I think what's being said is that we have become entertainment. We killed it and then we became it.
Oh,
Entertainment
so
is dead. Long
reincarnated-
live entertainment.
Are you not entertained by the bunny? Are you not entertained?
I'm switching over to the laser rifle plus because we're running out. We're starting to run low on ammo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Please leave the area.
Let's see. Adam J. Roman, hey guys, just got back wishing a happy Father's Day to my dad. I asked this question before, but this extends to everyone. Has anyone seen Angry Joe's reviews of The Outer Worlds? Obsidian sends it regards.
I have not. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't really have time to watch a lot of people anymore, to be honest with you.
My time is working on my show lately,
Please step into
which is way behind schedule.
I've been extremely busy. I have, yeah.
Oh boy, time to learn more about this Richie Marcus.
Oh, let's see.
F minus,
Oh.
F minus, F minus minus, F minus.
He's the guy who got the F minus minus.
Very
Richie
good,
Ball
very good.
Lover Marcus.
I will say for anyone... Go on.
CJ Moody says, I actually watched The Big Lebowski for the first time this past Monday on Crimson. It's available on Netflix. I saw it when it was on Netflix too, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. It was
Oh my
fun.
god, it's so good. I love it. It's like one of my favorite movies ever.
I have not seen it yet.
Mostly,
but then again,
mostly because for the last, and not to bring in the outside world into the airlock, but shut the fuck up, Donnie became a meme. It was beautiful.
I need to see it, but I've been essentially my free time has been work and catching up with life and my show. And for anyone
And
wondering,
visiting my child.
visiting your child and petting it, they're very wonderful. For anyone wondering about the show, we had technical difficulties for like a month and a half. That set me a month and a half behind. Additionally, I am recording stuff now. It's just taking a little bit longer because I'm very far behind.
Listen, you got a Piggly Wiggly nearby?
A what?
Vulcan Keone. I was referencing the movie. Vulcan Keone, thoughts on My Hero Academia and Teddy Roosevelt?
Okay, I don't have any thoughts on My Hero Academia, but I have so many thoughts about Teddy Roosevelt. Just because Teddy Roosevelt is probably the coolest guy who ever lived, because he gave us national parks, and he gave us the coolest daughter ever. Alice Blue was named after her, and he allowed her to keep a snake in the White House named Spinach, which was amazing. So Teddy Roosevelt is awesome, and obviously he was like not the coolest in terms of like being nice to people. But if you're talking about the guy, I know everything about the guy. I actually did an essay on him. Good job.
Nice.
And then, but if you're talking about a TV show, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I do enjoy My Hero Academia, but I'm not caught up yet.
Kaylee O'Hara, approprios of nothing. Enjoy yourselves by Googling squirrel in underpants ornament. I'll
Ha!
pass.
No thanks.
Yeah, I will definitely take a hard
I'm
pass
going
there.
to just because I'm curious.
Yeah, that's what scares
There's
me.
a fresh apple on this desk. It's been like, how many years has it been since someone was in here?
I wouldn't
Well,
eat
maybe it's radiated. The radiation could
wait.
keep the apple ready.
It's fresh.
Radiation.
Radiation
Oh
does
my
not
God,
make things
it's
fresh.
actually okay. Real talk
Radiation
though.
works that way.
A real talk though. This is actually a squirrel in underpants as a Christmas ornament.
Search protocol.
I'll look
Good
later.
for the squirrel.
No. Have you ever looked at your tree and thought there was something missing? I mean, all those meaningful and nostalgic ornaments are there, but where the nonsensical, irrational ornament? Well, we solved the problem with our own squirrel in underpants ornament. Every tree needs a squirrel in underpants. In fact, we think you'd be nuts not to have one. Made of glass, it's 4 inches tall, and includes string or can stand on its own. It is currently $14.95.
Oh.
I'm so
still
happy I
saying
have that
that
knowledge
apple is
now.
radioactively fresh. That's all I'm saying.
It has this fresh scent of pine.
Fresh
Or
scent
no, a
of
minty
burning.
flavor. Yeah. It tastes like burning. Professor Harmless, you killed entertainment. You keep what you kill.
Ah,
Well, there you
Gordon
go.
ZX, which is worse, Zack Snyder or Michael Bay?
They're not worse. They're not worse. But the answer is Michael Bay.
T. Williams CA, Fallout Snyder Cut would just be dark shades of brown.
Not wrong.
girls, yuck. Whoop,
Seven,
now we leveled up.
Oh, sweet.
Hooray!
Eee.
Let's increase a few things here. We need up medicine. Repair will all be good. Survival. There was another thing that Nash I think was telling us about. Like I think we should be putting money into, but I think it was medicine in that regard. But let's add some more points in survival. I think.
Yeah, it can't hurt.
Bartering
And
wouldn't be
medicine.
bad. And one more point to energy weapons. I think. There we go.
All of the energy weapons. All of them.
Let's see here. 7 star from 7. Lewis took the head of entertainment, killing it and claiming its powers. There can only be one.
Detected.
Well, that could just be orbital wobble.
SKH Video Productions. Besides, I'm Scottish. What's your favorite Power Rangers quote? Also, next History of Power Rangers still a month away for anyone that might ask.
Yep. As for favorite Power Rangers quote,
Yep.
like most Bulk and Skull lines are pretty high up there, especially
Yeah.
Bulk. I used this as a stinger in one episode. Meet me after school, and I'll tell you what you are missing. I found that in my locker. Do you know what this means? Someone knows the combination to your locker.
Oh, that's great. Bulk and Skull always make me laugh.
Philip Kelton, Lex worked with Steppenwolf because God is tribal and an invasion is coming. He doesn't believe people like Clark or Earth can win.
So he's just a dick.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All I can say is shape it up, Bulk and Skull. Shape it up.
All right, retrieve student records. Retrieve
E.
records.
Rich's Pop Culture Collection. Like your review of Batman v Superman, personally think the Ultimate Edition is better than the theatrical cut. I'm still not a fan of this movie, but I like Man of Steel and the Snyder Cut. Also, Batman v Superman should have been called World's Finest.
The problem I had with calling it, I mean, in theory, I would like a Batman and Superman movie called World's Finest, but I have a hard time calling this movie World's Finest. It doesn't feel like they really exemplify the idea.
More like World's Worst Bat. World's Brandiest Batman and World's Sulkiest Superman.
I mean, I didn't hate the Snyder Cut. I did a long ass Twitter thread on it. I didn't hate it. I thought that there was some good stuff in it, and I really liked some of the stuff it was going for. And that's the thing. I feel like the reason I liked Watchmen by Zack Snyder as much as I liked the Snyder Cut is if you give Zack Snyder enough time, and I don't mean like 2 hours and a half of screen time. I mean, Snyder Cut was 4 hours long, but he explained most of the things that he wanted to explain in those 4 hours.
Here's what I'm going to say about, because someone mentioned like the worst Michael Bay or Snyder thing. It's not that either is worse. It's that neither should be a director. They are phenomenal second unit directors. They are great cinematographers. Actually being in charge of the entire movie, I feel, is a mistake.
I can agree with that.
They're not untalented people. It's just their talents are used in the wrong direction. Okay, I don't exit out that way, so where do I go?
T. Williams CA, by the way, why, with a couple of exceptions, why DC Animation Department doing better job with movies?
Different people in charge, different priorities and goals.
Yeah, mostly.
And a comic geek, I'll go with Bay being the worst. Things like the P jar are much more common under him. Points to his TF movies. Oh God, sorry, Lewis, you had so much fun with that scene.
I knew.
You really took
that would be the next one. That would be the next, big string of things. Unfortunately, it's weird. I wanted to put goofy music in on this one, and I did, but it sounded a lot louder on the editing machine than it ended up being on the actual video. I think, at least on the on my gaming computer that I'm doing this on.
I thought it sounded pretty good. I mean,
I thought it sounded great.
The ending was just perfect.
Yeah.
You really took the piss out of that.
And a boo. And a comic. And a comic geek. I'll go with. No, I already did that. Professor Harmless. A bit serious for a change. How do you feel about the idea of Disney acquiring DC Comics characters?
No. No. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why that's a very bad idea. Because Disney already owns 40% of the market. At that point, it becomes basically a monopoly. And, I mean, monopolies are not good to begin with.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, from a creative standpoint, yeah, that'd be great. But from a real-world, more important angle, no, they don't need more.
Yeah, Disney already has 40%. They can keep the 40%, and that's the other thing. Teddy Roosevelt is probably rolling in his grave because he's one of the people who actually started anti-monopoly registration.
You fail to understand. At some point, the mouse comes for us all.
No.
By the way,
I technically
Crimson,
worked for Disney at one point.
It's true.
Blip checks. Once Blip was bought out by Maker and Maker was bought out by Blip, I used to get this was before they didn't have direct deposit for me at the time, so instead I got checks in the mail, and my checks had the mouse on it.
What?
Crimson, what live chat amount are we at? I haven't been.
We're past 200, I believe.
Yeah, we are past 200.
All right, we gotta do the touch in a minute here then.
Yeah. Hold on a second, though. Let me get through this last super chat. Captain Adventure 93. I bought a My Little Pony Transformers comic. Thanks, Lewis.
Might I be of service, sir?
All right, let's hold on super chats for a bit.
Yeah, guys, I was keeping track of the super chats and seeing, but we also have to get through all the super chats before people sing.
Yeah.
So.
We need more caps. Okay, what can I sell then?
Might I be of service?
Alright, I'd like to buy some things. What can I sell? Because I want to, actually make old world money, maybe? My armor's starting to die out.
Is Fat Grandma technically canon now?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Pre-war money. Okay. All of that many bottle caps, huh? Purified water, pulse grenades, rawhide, cowboy hat, recharger rifle, recon armor. Recon armor better. Salient green, scientist glove.
Salient green is people.
Okay, I'm gonna exit out of here. I'm gonna grab some stuff from here and sell it. Get through all the super chats, and then we'll figure out what we're doing.
We are through the super chats.
Oh, okay. Then let's do this. Let me look up the lyrics to The Touch. You got the touch! You got the power! Yeah! Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. After all is said and done, you've never walked, you never run, you're a winner. You got the moves, you know the streets, break the rules, take the heat, you're nobody's fool. You're at your best when the going gets rough. You've been put to the test, but it's never enough. You got the touch, do-do, do-do-do. You got the power. When all hell's breaking loose, you'll be right in the eye of the storm. Do, 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 do. You got the heart. You got the motion. You know that when things get too tough, you got the touch. Do, do, do. You never bend, you never break. You seem to know just what it takes. You're a fighter. It's in the blood, it's in the will, it's in the mighty hands of steel. When you stand in your ground, and you never get hit when your back's to the wall. Gonna fight to the end, and you're taking it all. You got the touch, do, 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 do. You got the power. When all hell's breaking loose, you'll be right in the eye of the storm. You got the heart. You got the motion. You know that when things get too tough, you got the touch. Then electric guitar stuff happens. Da 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 da.
A big old explosion.
You're at your best when the going gets rough. You've been put to the test, but it's never enough. You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah. Du, 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 du. You got the touch. You got the power. Do, 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 do. And it kind of fades off from there. Whenever Vega and I sing the song, she actually changes the lyrics slightly. You've got the touch. Go buy Transformers.
Okay. By the way, hold on.
Now.
Before you jump in, Zen, we got a special request from that one a-hole. Can we use this Lewis cover of The Touch as the opening theme to the next review, please?
No, I'm sorry. I'm still in the middle of editing that, and that's not going to happen. I can't risk...
Next time.
Besides, it's disrespectful to Ghostbusters, because then it implies that the Transformers part is more important than the Ghostbusters part.
This is true. I was actually about to say, a perfect clip would be, you know, right when you end it with, and then when you could do the guitar stuff and we all start laughing.
That was pretty great, though.
That was fun. Yep. Oh god, now I have to sing. Okay.
Yep.
Alright. My dear, the only way to get what you want is to become a human yourself. Can you do that? My dear sweet child, that's what I do. It's what I live for. To help poor unfortunate merfolk like yourself. Poor souls with no one else to turn to. I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch to this. True, yes. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed.
Very good.
And dear lady, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of the miserable, the lonely, and depressed. Pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl. And do I help them? Yes, indeed. These poor unfortunate souls, so sad, so true. They come flocking to my cauldron, crying, "Spells, Ursula, please." And I help them. Yes, I do. Now it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake 'em across the coals. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole, I've been a saint to those poor unfortunate souls. And then there's lots of talking, and I'm not going to do that part. The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yet on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. And after all, dear, what is idle babble for? Come on there, not all that impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can, but they dote and swoon and fawn on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue who gets a man. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. You poor unfortunate soul. It's sad, but true. If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath and go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam jetsam, guys. Now I've got a boys. The boss is on a roll. This poor unfortunate soul. Beluga, Saruga, come winds of the Caspian Sea. Laryngex, glaucitis, and Beck's laryngitis, la voce to me. Now, sing. And there you go.
Beautiful.
Speaks too soon. In searching for comic adaptations of the Superman films, it seems like only 3, 4, and Returns got actual comics. 1 and 2 just got some promotional issues detailing production stuff.
For which movies?
Superman 3, 4, and Returns got the actual comics. 1 and 2 just got production stuff.
Yeah.
And by the way, good job, Zen.
Very good.
Thank you.
Actually, did I have
That one's a little bit harder to do because there's so much talking in between, and it's meant to be kind of a duet with Ariel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
some
can
sort
do
of-
Ariel's song for another 50.
Seraphim 7 says, quote, I am not kidding. Actually, that's an apostrophe.
Damn, still
Yeah.
not enough.
Have a candlelit
Any comic geek, how would you feel about Ricardo Montalban as Bane or Ra's al Ghul if they had existed during the 60s Batman show?
Ra's al Ghul, I kind of see as definitely more over the top than his normal type. Maybe just like as as definitely a over the top, superior villain who wants to just save the world my way. Bane is kind of harder to do. Maybe just like push the luchador wrestling thing with him. Let's see, do I have anything for? I need more energy cells because I'm gonna be using that.
Now, I wish that they had gotten Ricardo Montalban while he was still around on Stargate to play a Ghoul. That would have been fun.
Oh God, him as a Gould would be awesome. Okay, so we're just gonna have to stick to the laser rifle for now and just bust out the sound weapon for just the force fields because we're running low on ammo on it.
It's effectively a now sonic screwdriver.
Yep.
By the way, I know the previous time I was on, we'd had So Long and Thanks for All the Fish as a closer. I have my own closing song, but it's very obscure. I don't know if anyone would know it, so when it comes to that time, I will sing that.
Gordon ZX says, now I got a great idea for a 300 goal, a whole new world, but this time as a duet between Lewis and Zen. The only problem is there's a slight delay between us, apparently.
Yeah, there's
always
usually a delay
delay
between us as we're talking to each other, so I don't think that would quite work.
I can do Part of Your World. I will do Part of Your World. That can be the new goal.
Oh, we have not discovered the location yet. Okay, let's go down to the X12
Did you already do Part of Your World?
Center.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
did
think we
Moana's
have.
song. I did Moana's song, but Part of Your World is different. I think that would be an easier song than Poor Unfortunate Souls, because that one Ursula's like hamming up the entire song.
Yeah, that's true. Philip Kelton, also Lex is doing what his dad did to survive.
Beat his children?
No, that's
God.
Zeus, honey.
Because I'm confused, like
I
he
thought that
made
was
deals with
Kronos.
aliens or he was abusive, because I'm trying to figure out what exactly he did to Lex's dad did to survive.
We never met Lex's dad. We don't know what his dad did.
Patrick Caulfield just saw an awesome Instagram image of Skeletor, Ghost Rider, Brooke from One Piece, and Diablo's, what is that? Leoric, I believe, being in a metal band together. It looks glorious. 4 skeleton characters rocking out.
Nice.
King Leoric in a band.
Oh my
cat.
god, that not a super chat, but I have to read this. And then along came Zeus, he hurled his thunderbolts. Then the meme where like just someone just gets destroyed.
I shared a meme earlier about how well, everybody knows the meme that with Greek mythology, Zeus was bored, but everybody forgets that Norse mythology is Loki got bored.
Cute little cat girl. Hey, if I can recommend a post-apocalyptic game to play after this, might I suggest either Mad Max or the first Rage game?
We're actually doing Pokemon after we're done here.
Surprise and shock to the appearance of no one.
7 Star from 7. No, the Lewis cover of The Touch will be the epic soundtrack playing the next time Linkara takes down a villain.
There we go.
CJ Moody, what shall the goal be to have Zen sing either Jack's Lament or Sally's song from The Nightmare Before Christmas? I believe we've already decided.
Sing Jack's song once we hit 300.
Don't you mean once you hit the 3 or 400? Because Zen already got the 300 spot.
I thought that was 250 for them.
I said 250.
Oh,
yeah,
I'll
so
do
300.
I'll do 300.
Lewis is, yep.
All right, Jack's Lament 300.
Jack's Lament. Yeah.
Okay, T. Williams, CA. Don't see it yet. Haha. Kaylee O'Hara. Batman meets SG-1. Raj Gould.
Ah.
Beautiful.
Raza Gold.
Where the hell are these guys all coming from? I thought I'd killed everything out here.
But yeah, now that we're actually caught up, I can say I had a very good day. First of all, I finished the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars series, and yes, it is damn good. It is a masterpiece, and this actually made Anakin's turn make sense, especially with their relationship with Obi-Wan. Like, honestly, you can forget the prequels. This is like the Clone Wars series from Genndy is so good at showing it, and the
I'm
Spirit
collecting
Quest
all this stuff, and I'm gonna sell it.
God, it's legitimately great. So yeah, well, it had kind of a slow start for me. By the end, I was just like, yeah, Genndy, great job. Also, I finished the base game for Hat in Time today, and it was heckin' cute, and I loved it. I cannot wait to start the Seal the Deal and Yakuza Metro DLC. And yes, I will watch the 2008 Clone Wars next.
T. Williams, CA. By the way, your explanation of why people don't recognize Superman as Kent is quite good. I never quite thought about it like that.
Thank you.
I don't know what your explanation was.
It's one aspect of why people don't recognize him is that they don't think that he has a secret identity.
That's true.
And especially Lex Luthor. That one's actually canon to the comics. He cannot conceive of Superman pretending to be someone weaker than he is.
Oh,
in fact, when computers and scientists have tried to tell him, no, it's Clark Kent, he's like, that is bull crap. You are full of it.
In response to comments in the chat, first of all, yes, General Grievous is pants to be darkened, but Mace Windu, in all throughout the Clone Wars, he's breaking and destroying robots with his bare hands. Shakti's badass. I
do enjoy my Shakti though.
The characters that they bring up are great.
I just hate that we went from badass Grievous to.
At the same time, well, I do agree with you. Mace Windu crushing his chest and making him that emaciated person that Obi-Wan was finally able to beat does make sense.
Yeah, I know. It's just I think General Grievous, and that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
But I do wish Obi-Wan live action could have fought that Grievous.
Actually, let me get this one first. Cute little cat girl. Hey, Lewis, how are you enjoying Sword Interval, and what is it you like about it?
I finished it, and it was great. Overall, it's just a great story. Very enjoyable. It's got awesome characters. It's got awesome plot developments. The world is very fun and well developed. Just overall, it's a great time. I can't like. It's hard to describe without going into specific plot details, and I don't want to spoil it for people. Sword Interval is great. Read it.
E. Rich's Pop Culture Collection. Just watched The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy 2005 film, having not seen it since 2005, and liked the movie. Your thoughts?
I overall enjoyed it, although Dom did a great review of it where we went into details of why it's technically not good and it's got a lot of problems. But honestly, I still enjoy it regardless. It's not perfect, but I just see it as you know, another adaptation. Not the best adaptation, but a fun adaptation in its own right. And honestly, I think the point of view gun is definitely something that Douglas Adams would have come up with.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have not seen the Bad Batch yet. I'm working my way through the timeline order so far. So I've seen episode 1, episode 2, and the Tartakovsky Clone Wars. Legends still count, damn it. Also, I have to
please
highlight
don't
this
spoil
comment.
Bad Batch or Loki because
spoil.
while I'm caught up on one, I am not caught up on Bad Batch, and I would really like no spoilers, please and thank you.
Yeah, likewise.
Honestly, we don't want spoilers for people anyway, because there are those in the chat who probably have not seen it. Otherwise, we'll just say that, especially in regards to Loki, the first 2 episodes were very good.
Yes.
They were very good.
Well, I need
no
to before I'm
spoilers.
done. I need to go dump the clipboards and whatnot.
I want to read this, not a super chat. Obi-Wan, hello there, dies to full-powered Grievous. I mean, yeah.
Not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Yeah, the Loki theme is something that I was very excited about when I heard it first time. I really do enjoy the theme to Loki. I think all of the theme... I haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet, because I really just want to marathon through that in, like, one go, but I haven't found time to do it in one go. Because it's only six
gotta
episodes,
say,
right?
Yeah, only 6 episodes. I gotta say, though, so far... We're 3 for 3 on Amazing Series, and I don't want to jinx it. I'm knocking on wood, but like, Phase 4 is good.
Yeah, and I'm actually really happy that they're like actually utilizing Disney Plus, because my thing was, I was like really afraid that they weren't gonna do that with like I knew they were gonna put like all the Marvel movies on there and stuff, like except for like the Spider-Man thing because the whatever, and that's fine, but I was really happy that they actually are utilizing Disney Plus and actually creating new series. You know, I mean, the Star Wars universe has always been better for me, at least in the TV series. Clone Wars, Mandalorian's really good, you know, that stuff. But like, to finally have a live-action Marvel Cinematic Universe series that are actually good and they take their time with, like they did with Mandalorian. And it's just wonderful. Like, here's the double-sided thing about the mouse. The mouse is good in a lot of ways because the way that they operate, they try really hard, with some exceptions, to, you know, put out a good product. But at the end of the day, they still own 40% of all entertainment, and that's not okay. But for the entertainment they have, I mean, Marvel, Star Wars, and like the original Disney stuff that they have, Pixar, like all of those, they put out really good shit. Like and sometimes they dud, sometimes they don't. But for the most part, overall, I would say since that has happened, like since Disney has acquired all of that, some of it has been better, some of it has been worse, but that's what's going to happen no matter who owns the property.
Quoting that one a-hole, Grievous from Badass to Bronchitis.
Yeah.
7 Seraphim 7. I had to read that one. 7 Seraphim 7. At least in Norse mythology, it's generally Loki who ends up paying the price for having to fix his own moments of boredom, creating havoc.
Yeah, that's fair. But it's also, it's just really hilarious to me that, like, Norse mythology is Loki is bored, Egyptian mythology is Set is envious, and, you know, it's literally, for most mythologies, it's literally just one god just being frickin' sick of it, or bored, or anxious, or I'm gonna do something and everybody's gonna try to stop me and they're gonna fail at it.
Sorry, you mentioned Set, and I just have to say this. A Satesh guard, a Serpent guard, and a Horus guard are all on a neutral planet. It is the Serpent guard's eyes glow. The Horus guard's beak glistens. The Satesh guard's nose drips.
Oh, Jaffa humor.
Patrick Caulfield, being serious when I say no spoilers, this is more incentive to get people to watch Bad Batch. My dad doesn't want to watch cartoon shows, which is fine, but he got into Bad Batch, so yeah, it's real good.
I'm looking forward to seeing it when I get to it chronologically.
Yeah, I want to finish season 2 of Mandalorian before I get into another Star Wars show, but yeah, I've heard really good things about Bad Batch.
Same here. Cute little cat girl. Hey, Lewis. My suggested reading Lavender Jack. I think it's a webcomic that would be up your alley since it's a superhero story that takes the best aspects of different pulp characters like The Shadow.
Nice, I'll try to check it out.
Orange ZX.
There was an option for a thing that would, like, repair limbs. I'm trying to find that. Other than Doctor's Bag. I know there's another one that's supposed to do it, though.
Gordon ZX, since they're making a Fallout TV show, what would you like to see in the series?
Uh-oh. You became addicted to drugs again.
Woo!
Yeah.
You take one Hydra and it's instant addiction.
I don't know how I feel about a Fallout TV show, to be honest. Like, here's my thing, okay? And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't have a problem with people continuing their stories. Like, obviously, there's a lot to do with the Star Wars universe. There's a lot to do with the Marvel Cinematic and the DC Cinematic Universe, whatever. But, like, at the end of the day, like, as much as I like people making stories based on video games or based on comics or based on whatever, I kind of want to see original content from Hollywood or TV in general. Because, like, I feel like it's so... Everybody just keeps doing the same thing over and over again, and I really just want some, like, weird shit. Like, that's kind of why I'm enjoying Letterkenny, because, like, Letterkenny is different to me in a lot of ways. And I like it because it seems original to me, whereas, like, this, like, a lot of the stuff that's coming out now, they're like, oh, we're doing an adaptation of this, or we're doing this. And it's like, that's cool, but, like, don't you have original content?
No.
No.
By the way, apparently we've reached 250, but finish up super chats before we get started.
Right.
And also stop
everyone...
getting attacked by Night Stalkers.
I would really like it if y'all, like, don't do my job for me, but that's cool.
Mario, hey Lewis, and all watched 2013's Phantom based / inspired by the based and inspired by the disappearance of Soviet ballistic sub K-129. One for the subs to vanish in one of the subs to vanish in 1968. While it goes for the worst case scenario as to why it vanishes, still good. The actual story behind K-129 and Project Azorin is actually really interesting.
What's the name of that?
2013's Phantom.
Phantom, okay.
E-Rich's Pop Culture Collection. All your thoughts on y'all's thoughts, I guess, on the Michael Bay Transformers films. Personally liked the first film, didn't like the second film, third film okay, fourth and fifth were bad and unnecessary. Also, am I the only one who wants a purple Soundwave toy?
I guarantee you, if you go back and rewatch it now, you will not like the first one again. It's just, it wasn't as bad, but it's still bad.
Okay, so Transformers story time. I'm going to punish myself and watch all of the Transformers movies. I know almost nothing about Transformers other than Apparently Optimus Prime is supposed to be Jesus, and like Starscream memes, and that's like really it. I don't know that much about Transformers, so August is going to be a really fun time for anybody who watches my channel, so go subscribe to me or something, because I do stuff on the internet or whatever, and this is not a shameless plug. What the hell are you talking about?
By the way,
look what I'm holding in my hand. It's a plug.
I usually correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Don't I usually read out the super chats?
You usually read off the super chats, but usually Crimson's the one keeping track of the money. But
and
no
I
one's...
am reading them, and I am keeping track of the money, and we have hit 250. But like, y'all don't need to keep track of the money for me. I'm literally keeping track of the money in a notepad right now.
Okay, cool.
So like, that's what I mean when I say don't
this.
do my job for me. Like, I'm keeping track of the money. Don't worry about it.
I was just curious as to why as to why your wife was calling me out.
Oh no! It's because it's, I don't know. She's weird like that. I love her though. Like, everybody loves my wife.
Let's see here. We had let's see. There's the T. Williams CM. I'm almost certain I saw it come in. Did I?
I thought
No?
I saw it too. Maybe
Yeah,
I didn't.
Oh,
here
here
it
it
is.
So the moral of the story is, even if the mouse becomes our overlords, at least we'll be entertained. Darn right.
I mean,
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, but also.
All right, so.
Oh great!
250.
My wife just sent me a private message that said, "Are you talking shit?"
By the way, Bumblebee is the best Transformers movie. Don't at me.
Yeah. So as far as I'm aware, Optimus Prime as Jesus. Okay, so Robert S. says that Optimus Prime as Jesus wasn't the original intention back in the day. They killed him off in the 1986 animated movie, which I saw, and there was a huge backlash. They brought him back later in the cartoon. So he was not supposed to be Jesus, and then he ended up being Jesus? Is that what I'm reading from that?
Okay, long story short, they planned on killing him off, just the big dramatic moment, and to clear the way for new toys. What they didn't realize, or at least what Hasbro didn't realize at the time, was that these were not just toys for kids, these were characters, and thus killing them off was horrible and traumatizing for them. And made no better by an episode which was in production that they could not stop production on because of how far along it was, wherein Optimus Prime's body is used as a puppet and a tool by the Quintessons in an evil plot, and you see like half destroyed Optimus during most of the story. So kids were further traumatized a month after they were already traumatized. So it was like, okay, screw it, we need to fix this, bring him back to life.
That sounds really dumb. But anyway, my wife just texted me and said Optimus is a better Jesus than Superman. And for those who don't know my wife actually unequivocally hates Superman. Oh my god, I said it! I couldn't say unequivocally in a TikTok the other day, so I'm very happy that I could finally say it. But anyway, my point is that my wife absolutely freaking hates Superman in most iterations, and that, like, so, you know, when she makes fun of Superman, it's not because she doesn't like you, it's because she literally hates Superman. Oh, Alex thinks that you're not wrong. Okay, she just put her hands up in triumph, so thank you, Alex. You made my wife very happy for the evening.
Also,
Good job.
I want to be clear here. We have agreed that your wife is never wrong.
She is only wrong when she is wrong, which is never, because she is my wife. Right, Lewis? That's how it works. Husbands are always wrong, wives are always right, right?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Unless they're Disney princesses like me.
All right,
I've
so
always,
if
I've
we
always noted that for future reference.
can we? I think we are at the point where we need to have someone sing. We are
Not yet. We got one more. Patrick Caulfield.
Oh,
what are your opinions? What are your all's opinions of Blazing Saddles? I know it has iffy moments, but I've always thought that it was intentionally making fun of racism, all the characters that are racist are treated like idiots. I got one thing to say. Someone's got to go back and get a whole bucket load of dimes.
Oh man, we gotta go back.
I really like. Here's my thing about what I like about Blazing Saddles. I know that it's a little problematic given the content, but like, I mean, it's so good though.
Ow. I
okay?
like Blazing Saddles a lot, but no, I was talking about the stream because Lewis died.
Well,
but,
we can sing
what
now,
I wanna
and I've
say-
never seen Blazing Saddles, so I don't have any opinions.
You've
My
never
only
seen
opinion is
Blazing
that-
Saddles?
No.
I like it as a movie, but I do still think it has problematic elements, and there are ways that could be done to be more subtle about it and not just be overtly with that. But that's me. But anyway, I gotta sing. They paid me to sing, so I gotta sing.
Likewise.
That's fair.
All right.
Are you upset
Right.
because you died or what?
Yes, and I was trying to get away so I could fast travel, heal up, sell things, but I kept running into more frickin' guys.
I'm sorry, babe.
Anyway,
Zen
go ahead,
will
Zen.
cheer you up.
Yes, Zen.
All right. Maybe he's right. Maybe there is something the matter with me. I just don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. If you want thingamabobs, I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see 'em dancing, walking around on those, what do you call 'em? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling around down the, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Wandering free, wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you on land they understand. Bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand, and ready to know what the people know. Ask 'em my questions and get some answers. Like what is a fire and why does it, what's the word, burn? When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above? Wandering free, wish I could be part of that world.
Beautiful.
Yay!
SK mentions the best part of Blazing Saddles is the quote: "These people are these are people of the land, the common clay of the New West. You know, morons."
No, my favorite.
By
quote
the
from
way, go on.
My favorite quote from Blazing Saddles is, "Men, you are about to embark on a great crusade to stamp out runaway decency in the West. Now you will only be risking your lives, whilst I will be risking an almost certain Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor.
But this is a risk I am willing to take.
Willing to take.
I said the wrong line for the last bit. I fully admit that. But at the same time, one thing that I was loving about this song, and to all the people who think it's about like possessions, the last few lines, bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand. This song is about women's rights. Legit.
Yeah.
Part of your world is about knowledge and women's rights. So that's why I wanted to sing it.
Art Patreon 25. If you were a martial arts hero, what would your primary style be and why?
Well, given that I have a black belt in Tung Sudo, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably sell the dog meat.
Say otherwise. I remind, sir.
I'll do that
it
later.
is a waste-
Every time Mel Brooks makes a movie, he burns down our village.
Alright, let's do mine. There are few who deny it. What I do, I am the best, for my talents are renowned far and wide. When it comes to surprises in the moonlit night, I excel without ever even trying. With the slightest little effort of my ghost-like charms, I have seen grown men give out a shriek. With the wave of my hand and a well-placed moan, I have swept the very bravest off their feet. Yet year after year it's the same routine, and I grow so weary of the sound of screams. And I, Jack, the Pumpkin King, have grown so tired of the same old thing. Oh, somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness began to grow. There's something out there, far from my home, a longing that I've never known. I'm a master of fright and a demon of light, and I'll scare you right out of your pants. To a guy in Kentucky, I'm Mr. Unlucky, and I'm known throughout England and France. And since I am dead, I can take off my head to recite Shakespearean quotations. No animal nor man can scream like I can with the fury of my recitations. But who here would ever understand that the Pumpkin King with the skeleton grin would tire of his crown if they only understood? He'd give it all up if he only could. Oh, there's an empty place in my bones that calls out for something unknown. The fame and praise come year after year, does nothing for these empty tears. I'm sure I screwed up the singing near the end there. It's been a while since I heard it. Anyway.
Very nice.
Williams.
Very nice.
Yes, very. T. Williams CA, any Life of Brian's fans? Any Life of Brian fans?
I do
I'm a fan.
I do like Life of Brian.
That one a-hole says, stream title, Disney saved Georgie's spleen.
Speaking of, the next request for me, if you so choose, I'm putting at 350, A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman.
I was actually about to ask, how the hell did you get, that reminds me, and I'm like, what the hell could Georgie's spleen have reminded you of?
Disney saving George's spleen. It is still Disney, technically. Spleen.
Men in Tights, we did that a few streams ago.
We did Men in Tights. It was great because I had seen that for the first time myself. But yeah, I wish there were songs that I could sing from Hat in Time, but they don't have any vocals. So I like A Million Dreams. I think that's in my vocal range.
These bastards
part of
keep
your world,
freaking sneaking up on me!
Dang. I'm very surprised that part of your world was in my vocal range, because some of that, she gets pretty high up.
Yeah, it's too bad no game show
got
themes
to
ever have
have
any lyrics.
money.
I'd sing the theme song to
Is that a
Pyramid.
skeleton? No, it was.
Gorn ZX, Crimson, when you get to the first Transformers movie, enjoy Megan Fox, also never seen Blazing Saddles, but I now know this line, hey, where the white women at? Okay, that's
Yes, that is one. And also, okay, so here's the thing you got to remember about Blazing Saddles. So Blazing Saddles was made in the 70s, in 1974 to be precise. So because of that, and it was made by Mel Brooks. So if anybody most of us are familiar with Mel Brooks's work, it is a black comedy. It is questionable at times. They do use the N-word a lot.
a little bit too
it
much.
is
That's my
a little
biggest
bit too
complaint.
much, but but Mel Brooks has always been about pushing the limits of like everything. So, it doesn't bother me as much as it should, just because if you've seen his other work, like, how he operates. And he's done interviews about the movie where he was like, well, if we were to remake Blazing Saddles today, it just wouldn't happen, because the entire plot is about the first black sheriff, and that would never happen today because a lot of people wouldn't be comfortable with hearing the N-word over and over again, and that movie would never get made the way it was in the 70s. And I don't want to say it's a product of its time, but in this instance, yes it is. Like, you can't make a movie like this now.
Part of the
It's a
reason
little
why
bit
they can't
different
make a movie
because,
like this now is because we already live in a world post Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
It's a movie that is very much dated by the era in which it was made, and it's not a timeless film. It's a film that you have to understand the time period in which it was created. It's the same thing with like history of the world. For context, correct me if I'm wrong. The director is Jewish, correct?
Yes, he is.
Well, in History of the World, he did Jews in Space as an end gag. Like,
yes.
That's so. I think a large part of it is he wanted to make fun of himself. He's not doing it out of malice, and I never believe that anything that I take offense to would be done out of malice. But I think that it was a time period where this was allowed to be made a specific way. It wouldn't be made the same way.
By the way, chat, the next $20 super chat that goes up, I will sing the Blazing Saddles theme song.
Hell yes!
Okay, so we have your thing, and then my thing, and then yeah.
In
I
fact,
mean, you gotta remember, this is a dude who literally made a musical called The Producers, where they actually do a German musical where by a German guy who's hiding in London or in New York as a Nazi, who literally sings, the opening number is Springtime for, that guy. And, because I don't know if I could say his name on stream, but...
I think you can say Hitler's name on stream, especially because it's disparaging him.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, so, like,
but we're not
gonna
sing. We're not gonna sing the song, though.
No.
Just
I will.
like,
I know.
But
I'm saying.
That's my point, though. My point is he ridicules the things that should be ridiculed, and like that's part of the reason why I like Blazing Saddles, is because he really did like ridicule the white people in that movie, and basically was like, so I don't understand why people are like not okay with black people. Like, I just don't. It was just like, that's part of the reason why I like that movie so much.
Like I said,
and I
$20
agree.
super chat, guys, come on.
I do agree with Alex. Like, if your point is to ridicule something to the point where it can no longer be taken seriously, that's great.
Yeah.
The only issue I take with that is it can be taken the wrong way, and I like what he did with it, but something can't, like, you got to be very careful. Like, if you made a movie about trans people today, like, with that tone, I don't know if it would work, but it really depends. Also, Kelly O'Hara, $20. Sing the song.
There you go. Sing the song.
Handling his dogs, then I'll be back. Right now, I'm just selling a bunch of... I never use the overcharges, so I'm just getting rid of them. I just need to get some cash. I need to repair stuff.
Also,
All right,
I would like to point out that Mel Brooks is the kind of guy and the kind of dickface who did History of the World Part 1
Yeah.
Without a 2.
without a 2,
And-
3, or 4.
All right.
And
so,
he put into his contract that Spaceballs had to have a TV show before they did.
It was Blazing Saddles that
two.
needed to have a TV show before they could do before they could make Blazing Saddles 2, and he thought, haha, they're not gonna do that. Then they went ahead and did it in secret and just never released it.
Yep.
And it's not very
He's a
good,
troll.
and Hats Off Entertainment talked about it, and it's great.
All right, and then
Well,
I'll
it's
get
great
this
to
last
talk
super
about
chat.
it. It's a terrible TV series.
I will get this last one, then I will sing the song. So Patrick Caulfield, let us not forget that the Kermit first movie, Mel Brooks played a crazy German scientist who was clearly supposed to be something else, or at least just making fun of a cliche.
That is true.
All right, here we go. He rode a blazing saddle, he wore a shining star, his job to offer battle to bad men near and far. He conquered fear and he conquered hate, he turned our light into day. He made his blazing saddle a torch to light the way. When outlaws rule the West and fear fill the land, a cry went up for a man with guts to take the West in hand. They needed a man who was brave and true, with justice for all as his aim. Then out of the sun rode a man with a gun, and Bart was his name. Yes, Bart was his name. He rode a blazing saddle, he wore a shining star. His job to offer battle to bad men near and far. He conquered fear and he conquered hate, he turned our light into day. He made his blazing saddle a torch to light the way. There you go.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Hooray!
I'm taking off my combat armor just for a little bit so it doesn't take any more damage. I need like 1,000 more caps to repair the damn thing.
Let's see here. Someone said Mike VLTG skipped a super chat. Let me go find it. Oh, here we go. Speaking of Men in Tights, I tried watching the Kevin Costner Robin Hood movie and couldn't stop comparing it to MIT and thinking that it was more superior product. Has anyone else had this problem?
Sort of at times. The thing is, that Robin Hood movie was a big deal at the time. It was like critically acclaimed and critically loved. Nowadays, people have realized, this actually isn't very good. In fact, it's kind of stupid.
It's true.
Okay. My dogs apparently have something to say about my singing. Shut up, Scotty.
Shut up, Scotty.
Beam us up, Scotty.
Irradiated beer.
Oh, yummy.
Huh.
That's the good stuff right there.
The hard stuff. 7 star from 7. The main trick with trying to ridicule something like the topics being mocked by Blazing Saddles is making clear you're mocking the people with the bigoted attitude, not the groups being targeted.
And Blazing Saddles actually does do that correctly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Frankie Lane, I believe. Yeah, they wanted a Frankie Lane type person, and Frankie Lane showed up. and they didn't have the heart to tell him it's a parody, which is why it sounds so damn good.
Yeah.
Patrick Caulfield, no joke, the opening song of Blazing Saddles could have been an actual song for a Western. It's way too badass of a song for a comedy, and that's why I love it. Also, the actor who played Bart was great. Yeah.
Oh my god, he was so good.
To be fair, Westerns can have
intro.
badass songs too. I mean, you ever hear the theme song to Branded?
To be fair.
To be fair.
Empress
What
said,
do you do when
question
you're branded? Da, 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 da.
Question for Crimson: what are your favorite shows and seasons for the Arrowverse? I have the whole ranked chart.
Let's save her.
I would say for me specifically, I really liked season. I want to say it wasn't season 1. I want to say it's season 2 of Supergirl. I enjoyed season 2 of Arrow because anything with Deathstroke is just great. And then what was the other one that I really liked? All of season 1 of Legends, just because I totally miss Captain Cold. He's just amazing. And then
season 1 of God Damn It Barry on the CW is really good.
Oh no! I much prefer season 2 of God Damn It Barry, but yes.
I haven't seen that one yet.
And then I really enjoyed season 1 of Black Lightning. That was really good. And then the only other one that I would say, I haven't seen anything of Clark and Lois yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And I just want to say, for the record, everybody could fight me on this in the streets, but John Cryer is still the best Lex Luthor. And I'm going to tell you why. Because he is just so perfect. They literally took the guy from 2.5 Men who played the dorky brother and made him Lex Luthor, and I didn't think it was gonna work, but it does. And he's so suave and smarmy at the same time, and like, just if you really want to know why I love him so much, go watch Arrow vs. Crisis on Infinite Earths, because he does such an amazing job. At one point he actually got bored of killing Supermen through the multiverse, and he was just like, screw it, I guess I'll save the world with these idiots or something, whatever. And it actually happened, and it was beautiful, and I loved every second of it. But yeah, those are some of my favorite. Now granted, I haven't seen all of Arrowverse obviously, but I am working on it.
I just love the Smallville Lex, and say what you will about Smallville, it's plotting. I liked season 1 for what it was, but Lex was the best part of it.
Well, I would say that, and also the only real, like, I'm not saying that Smallville is a bad series, I'm just saying the only memorable episodes that I remember are the ones that had either Red Kryptonite or Lex was doing something. That's it. There was some really good stuff where he met the Christopher Reeve. And I haven't gotten to that yet, but I heard a lot of people like really loving Christopher Reeve's episodes. And I just never got around to seeing it because I wanted to own the DVDs, but I couldn't afford season 2 at the time. And it ended on a cliffhanger that I have yet to resolve with the tornado. But I love season 1.
So we got Damian Poland, I believe, says the late great Cleveland Little played Sheriff Bart. Yeah, or Cleveland, I believe. The Cleveland Little? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Cleveland Little.
Great guy.
I am not also. Somebody asked about Batwoman in the chat. I have never actually seen all of Batwoman. I just know of her from the crossovers, unfortunately.
And speaks too soon. Speaking of badass Western songs, how about Rawhide?
Rawhide. I'm trying to think. Rolling, rawhide. That requires two people, in my opinion, to sing that.
Rawhide.
God, did I just blow up?
You
I think
just
so,
blew your
dear.
head off, dude.
Oh, good thing I saved relatively close to here. It must have been a grenade or something.
BJ Blaskowitz says you can gather scrap metal, scrap ELAC, wonder glue, duct tape, and wrenches to make weapon repair kits.
It's not a weapons I'm trying to repair, though. It's armor.
Okay.
I plan to do Gotham at some point. I just haven't done it.
Thank you, Rob S. Oh, we have both kinds. We have country and western.
It's true.
I love it. But I'm sorry, my favorite line from that scene has to be the immediate after the band gets up there and they see their stage. Chicken wire.
Zenith is just pawn in game of life.
You know, Mongo is very deep for being Mongo.
Yeah.
I will say Blazing Saddles is a contender for Gene Wilder's best role. And Gene Wilder has done amazing roles.
I
Legendary.
mean,
Oh my
I
God.
kind of enjoy him more in Young Frankenstein, but yeah, I kind of but yeah, I don't.
I've never seen him in Young
Never
Frankenstein.
seen that one.
Oh my
but-
God, Young Frankenstein is so good.
Young
And
Frankenstein
then,
is perfectly viewable as its own movie, but but you really appreciate it if you watch the Universal Frankenstein movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good in Willy Wonka. I would also say he is very good at being a chameleon because he is so good also in Frisco Kid. Thank you. That's the one I was going to mention.
Yeah. Well, what I like
haven't
about
seen
him
a lot
is
of his.
Come
other
on,
movies,
95%.
I would literally. Here's what I would say about Gene Wilder, because like I love him so much. I think that the reason I like Willy Wonka, his version of Willy Wonka, is that he's not like entirely sinister, but you can tell that like he's completely fine with like scaring the crap out of people. It's fine, and I just love him.
He's playful.
He's done with everyone's shit.
Yeah.
He's done with
he-
people's
he's-
shit, and he's playful.
He is serious, but he's playful. You know, he's got that fun little that fun side that you can't quite tell if he's just having a great time or if he's legitimately sinister. But ultimately, what it comes across as, he's playful, but he's on a mission to find his successor.
He has a childlike wonder about him that he wants to impart upon his factory, because, yeah, you gotta be safe and you gotta be rational, but creating candy is not about being rational.
Kaylee O'Hara, Clancy Brown animated Lex is best Lex. Crier Lex is still excellent Lex, though. 7 Seraphim 7. Werewolf, their wolf, their castle.
Werewolf? No, where? Say it with me, where?
Yeah, I have not even seen more than clips of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I can already tell you, Depp's Wonka is awful.
It's a different sort of performance.
It is. It's a different take on it, and I feel like he emphasizes the child too much, to the point where he not only has the childish wonder, but he has the childish cynicism and sadistic streak to him, and I don't think that's useful as a chocolate factory maker, and I don't think it's enjoyable to watch.
It's not. It really isn't. I mean, there's no spark of wonder or anything like that. It's just there really is. I'm almost being forced to do this.
The bluegrass surrounding the dome of all fertilizer.
Oh, that's really cool. Patrick Caulfield.
Yeah,
Fun fact for Willy Wonka. Gene refused to yell at a child, and when you rewatch it, you'll notice he's only looking at Grandpa Joe when he's screaming at the two. He was such a kind man.
It's true.
SKH Video Productions. How fun is Transformers / Ghostbusters? I miss fun.
It's very fun.
There is still fun. I thought the Batman v Superman.
They're referring
was still
to
fun.
specifically this comic.
See, still waiting for, who was that? Speaks Too Soon?
Yeah, I think so.
But I'm just there. The thing that I think and take away about Willy Wonka, more than Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, and I think in certain aspects it's a good movie, but Willy Wonka, I think, nails what the whole film is supposed to be about. And I know the author didn't like it, but it's not just about teaching kids a lesson. It's about a childhood that is, this Charlie's grown up being poor. He's pretty much lost a lot of his childhood, and it's a really rough time. But Willy Wonka brings wonder into his world, and it should be whimsical. It should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Depp does a good job with dark imagery, and yeah, I think some of the shots and images is really good, but I think taking out the wonder and just putting it to visuals misses the point.
Speaks too soon. IDW used the animated series design for the Star Trek/Transformers crossover, but missed the opportunity to use the real Ghostbusters in their crossover comic.
The thing is, apparently theirs is, all their crossovers with that Ghostbusters series were considered canon, so they wanted to actually make it part of the, since it was part of the regular ongoing, that's why they used that particular art style. Okay, I think that's enough items. Hopefully I can come back here and just sell some stuff, heal up, and maybe finally repair everything.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're already at 9:41. Were you going to go all the way to 10?
Maybe not, because I don't know if we can really do much in that facility we're about to enter, but I'll take a look in a minute. Really, the important thing is I just want my armor repaired.
Yeah, that's fair.
After we've died so many times now. Clipboard, cherry bombs, coffee mugs, we're keeping those. Doctor's bag, Dr. Klein's scrubs.
I tell you what, the guy who played Grandpa Joe, I forget his name, Jack something. He's good in Willy Wonka. He's also really good in Poseidon Adventure, if you ask me.
I had to see that for a class on disaster movies. It was a really good movie. Unfortunately, we followed it up with 2012, and I'm like, really?
Ouch.
You're gonna show, like, no. Like, you're showing me the best, and then...
yeah. What you really should have followed it up with is the 06 Poseidon.
Yeah, like, this was a very young...
I am not praising that movie, by the way. I've always said like this, that the Poseidon Adventure, the original Poseidon Adventure, is the classic film. It is the quintessential classic film. There's a mini-series that was in 2005 called the Poseidon Adventure. They took out one very key thing. The Poseidon Adventure is about an ocean liner or cruise liner that gets flipped over by a rogue wave. Not in that movie.
Yeah, my
what do they do instead of
class,
it's a terrorist attack that blows holes in the side of in the side of the cruise ship, and somehow that flips it entirely over somehow.
Well, it depends on where it got hit, I guess.
Below the waterline.
Oh well, no. If it came from underneath, that would make more sense.
It's an internal explosion that takes out basically under the waterline on one side only. But I saw that, it's like, that's capsize, not flip.
But yeah, the professor
the one thing about that movie, sorry Zen, the one thing about that movie though, I will say, the captain of the ship is a guy, he goes by the name Captain Galago, named after the author of the original book, and he's played by Peter Weller. And then 2006's Poseidon is it grabs you by the collar and doesn't let go.
Is that good or bad?
It's different.
That sounds like it was bad.
Well, here's the thing. The ship is rolled. Jack Albertson, thank you. The ship is rolled, and the next thing you know, the survivors are out of the ship, and you look at your clock, and you're like, oh, crap, a whole hour and a half went by. Oh, yeah, Disaster. Disaster is basically the Poseidon Adventure in space.
The problem I had with a lot of my classes in college was either the case where the professor in the disaster movie course was very young, probably just out of school, like in their 30s, or maybe early 20s, and they were just like, they didn't know enough about differentiating between certain things. You could tell they were inexperienced because I explained camp to them and they told me I was wrong, when I'm like, I know camp. Like, I know camp. I live for camp. I watch Adam West Batman. Like, wow. So there's that, but there's also the people who have tenure at colleges now. And I had a teacher just show me something that I absolutely hated and I didn't want to watch, and they're like, well, you have to watch it. And the film was, in that case, True Romance, which, no. Okay, True Romance is amazing. I'm thinking of Death Proof. We watched Death Proof and True Romance.
Hang on one second.
Death
Ben.
Proof is, yeah.
Lucky Owl. Those are very fine movies to watch back to back. The Poseidon Adventure and the Towering Inferno. Very, very fine movies to watch back to back. All right, continue.
So True Romance is an amazing film, and it's basically, it's essentially like, it's a really nice like criminal movie, and I think in general it's one of the best of its genre. But Death Proof, I despised.
Yes, sweetie, I'm in the middle of the stream. What's up?
Help! There's something going on! Apparently you and a bunch of other people from an old defunct website are destroying entertainment!
Yeah, we do that.
We need to
destroy
stop
entertainment.
the world!
No, I think I'm going to destroy entertainment.
Oh, okay, bye.
Vega, I'm not from the defunct website.
What?
He says that he is not from the defunct website.
Yeah, but...
I am not either.
And neither is Zen.
Well, your accomplices!
You're accomplices of mine.
Listen, Vega, I will allow you to borrow Kana.
Listen, I've been an accomplice of Lewis since 2015 when he begged me to do the movie.
Also,
Beg?
You're all destroying...
You heard me!
You offered!
You're destroying entertainment, and you must be eradicated!
No, we're just going to destroy entertainment.
Alright.
Yeah, we destroy everything.
That's good.
I am a buddy.
Anyway, everything
and
is
you
under
will regret
control
this.
down here. If I need your assistance, I'll let you know. Paris will be along shortly to retrieve the shipment. We've successfully created a capacitance module capable of emitting a focused electromagnetic pulse from a sonic emitter. While the physical impact is rather weak, Jenkins fired the weapon at a force field and it fried the field's emitter array. Upon further study, we found the gun only affects a small range of frequencies. Unfortunately, the frequency of our force fields falls within this range. This gun was sent to XA for further study. So, like, letting us know something we already knew.
So what I'm saying is the professor that showed me Death Proof and True Romance also then showed me Tropic Thunder. And this is a professor with tenure who's been there for ages and shows fairly decent movies sometimes, but a lot of them like turned out very cynical. And Tropic Thunder, say what you will, it's very cynical towards directors and mentalities. I walked out of Death Proof very depressed, and I walked out of Tropic Thunder very annoyed and offended at a lot of what they were trying to do. And that's just the thing.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen Apocalypse Now?
No.
That explains why you didn't like Tropic Thunder, because the story about Apocalypse Now with all of the stuff that went on with that,
I'm more confused how you walk out of Death Proof feeling depressed.
Death Proof didn't seem to have a point to me. Like, it just...
It's about an evil serial killer who's a stuntman, but then he goes up against modern stunt people who kick his ass.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's a revenge film, but, like...
I didn't even call it necessarily a revenge film, even. Basically, Melissa showed it to us one night. I can't remember. I think it was part of Fast and Furious nights. Basically, the idea is that we've got classic style stunt people, and who feel superior to the new generation. The new generation, and that woman who does the stunt on the car, she's playing herself.
And I applaud that, but I felt like the first half of the movie, when they spent all this time lingering on this, and the people die, and we learn about them, and I walked out of that really depressed. And yes,
that's fair.
There is a lot to like about the second half, but the first half I did not like.
Yeah, it's a grindhouse movie, and it's and all that jazz, but it's But to me, it makes up for it by having the second half. Some people don't like the second half. Like, James Rolfe does not like the second half because they ruined the horror villain character of Stuntman Mike. For me, it's about, we got this set up to show him being, you know, an evil bastard, and then, you know, people coming back to kick his ass. And I like horror movies where the would-be victims come back and kick the horror monster's ass.
Yeah. And I agree. I definitely think that the ending was justified. Getting to that made me depressed. To answer questions.
I'm working with Maury on fitting the gloves to the torso and come up with a few improvements, which should greatly enhance the user's manual dexterity. I adapted Redding's new rubberized dampening compound and applied it to the palms and other high-wear surfaces. Once the suit adjusts the users, the benefits of these upgrades should be obvious. We're getting like a power suit or something here.
Oh, nice. So my thing about Tropic Thunder, though, is since you've never seen Apocalypse Now, so the fun thing about Tropic Thunder that a lot of people don't realize is that it's supposed to be a riff on Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now, Francis Ford Coppola directed that. They went crazy. Like, I don't mean, they went crazy like a director. No, he literally lost his mind in the jungle because they went to go film on location, and, like, those actors were terrorized. It was bad. And, like, Coppola, like, I don't like Coppola for that reason. Like, I like him as a person, for, like, The Godfather. That's fine. He's also the uncle of Nicolas Cage, which makes me happy because Nicolas Cage is a thing that exists. But my whole thing is that with Apocalypse Now, there was actually a documentary called Hearts of Darkness, a filmmaker's apocalypse, which is basically talking about the behind-the-scenes footage of Apocalypse Now, which was filmed in Vietnam. So that's part of the reason why Tropic Thunder is that way, because it's supposed to be a riff on that.
See, here's my thing. Having not seen Apocalypse Now.
Let me get this right quick. Speaks too soon. Web reviewers destroying entertainment since 2008.
Yep.
And Justin Harrella, hope you're well. I enjoy your reviews a lot.
Thank you.
Here's my thing. Having seen Tropic Thunder, but not having seen Apocalypse Now, it doesn't stand well on its own. And
no, it doesn't.
Just taking it as it is, I don't think it's very funny outside of the opening bits with the trailers. I don't think it's funny. I think it's very cynical towards directors with them just destroying the director. I think it's very problematic in its depiction of race. I think that the use of the R word is uncalled for. I don't like the way they treat mentally disabled people. I don't think the booty sweat joke works ever. I think they turn Jack Black into a joke, and Jack Black I love everywhere. I think Tropic Thunder is unfunny and a mess, and it was enjoyable. It was not enjoyable for me to watch, having not seen Apocalypse Now. If it is like...
Good, you got stim packs. Good for you.
I'm taking everything.
Good.
Also, I got stuck on a desk while you guys were talking.
Yeah, no, I get you. But I think that, part of the reason that... Okay, so, for the longest time before I saw Full Metal Jacket, Apocalypse Now was actually my favorite war movie. Not because of the movie itself, but the reason, like, the way it got made and how it got made and all that. And a lot of people, like, think that, for me, like, a lot of people have told me, well, that just makes you a terrible person because you're, like, fine with these people getting, like, you know, into trouble. And I'm like, no, I'm not fine. But this whole movie is literally about how, you know, like, Vietnam is the worst, and it was, and, like, their experience basically goes into what's in this movie. And to me, that's fascinating because the director actually went legitimately, like, crazy, and not in, like, a derogatory sense, but, you know, in a way that makes it that he could not finish the movie without help. And, like, Ford Coppola is one of those directors who I enjoy a lot of his movies, but sometimes I gotta worry about the dude.
There's also... Go on.
Dracomech Silver Flare. Having made my own ringtone, my tip to Lewis about the issue with repeats being too close is you need to put some dead air at the end of your music file in order to create a delay between repeats. I was actually about to suggest that, too.
I know that. It just means I have to go and alter the file as opposed to having the thing just know not to do that.
User friendliness.
Because the old phone did not do that. So, give me a second here. I'm just going to go and go back and sell a bunch of stuff and come back here.
Pretty groovy. Do you think there should be a crossover between Muerte and Dr. Wufala?
Wufala.
Wufala, since they're both horror reviewers that model themselves after classic horror hosts.
Maybe. I've met him once or twice.
The other thing I don't think about works about Tropic Thunder is, okay, it's a parody. I understand it's a parody. But the best parodies have to be a good film in their own right, and I don't think there's enough substance in Tropic Thunder to warrant its own movie. Like, it doesn't feel like there's love for the source material. It's cynicism. That's what it comes across to me.
That's fair. I haven't seen Tropic Thunder in years, to be honest with you, but I do agree about the racism. I don't think that I get what they were going for with Downey Jr., but I don't think it works correctly.
I don't blame Downey for doing it, but I don't think that you people joke works at... Like, it's funny, but it's not... Like, it doesn't work.
And the thing is you gotta remember that Tropic Thunder came out, when did Tropic Thunder came out? I think it came out... Yeah, it was right after Iron Man dropped. So, like, they didn't know at the time. They didn't know if Downey Jr. was going to be, like, this big, awesome star that basically became, like, the face of the MCU along with Hemsworth and Evans. Because at that point in time, like, in 2008, Downey was not, like, a big Hollywood actor. He had gone through rehab. Like, a lot of people didn't think he would
was in the
make it as
Shaggy
Iron Man.
Dog remake.
Exactly. He was not doing very well until Iron Man, like, literally made, a lot of money.
Career.
Yeah.
But I think Tropic Thunder could have worked if they tweaked certain aspects. Because I like all the actors, I like the premise. They had me with the trailers, and it's just, I feel like the cynicism got to me. And granted, maybe that's a me problem, because I have depression, and sometimes jaded thinking cynicism really gets to me. I left The Dark Knight Rises feeling like that was the first movie experience where I walked out of the theater and I didn't know what to say, because that to me is not an uplifting film. It's a mess. Same kind of feeling that I had with Man of Steel and BVS and some of these films, and maybe it's just a me problem, but when things are that cynical, I can't get into it.
Hey, Lou, I think now would be a good time to just go ahead and save, because it's 10 o'clock.
I'm going to go back in and finish what we were doing in there, and then we will save. Lou is selling so much crafting components and sad. I'm not going to do much crafting. I'm mostly here. I'm not really interested in doing a lot of the crafting stuff. I pick up laser guns, and I fix the ones that work best. Test sub, kudos.
Yeah.
Kudos for the Beanpot edition for the VR sim. I like the Jack and the Beanstalk reference, buddy. I hope Callus doesn't throw a fit. Watch your back with that guy. He's always been more than a bit wound up about simple stuff. I had to move my Battle Brew setup over to X12 storage room after he threw a prohibitionist fit about it to the leads. Test subject activation. Yes, run the test, and we'll keep you out of my way. I'm going back down to the cage to see if a nudge from a prod will trigger their abilities. The other project needs to be able to stopping by, and a few we must be able to show them progress. Yeah, we are going to close up shop in here in a bit. I want to pick up the third item, because apparently, we might have picked up a stealth suit.
Oh yeah, I read something about that in the chat.
Why the hell do you keep sending me these messages? You work right across the damn ramp from me. Walk your ass over here and say what you need to say. Stop wasting my time with these incessant messages. Dr. Callus seems like a nice guy.
Okay. Oh my god, I didn't even know about this. apparently Coppola is making a new movie about Megalopolis, and I'm kind of intrigued. Because that's his dream project, and I'm very excited now.
Unlock elevator test
Okay.
chamber. Stealth suit Mark II. Okay, we need to have the stealth suit on to activate that, so we won't do that this week.
Yeah, so we have reached an X gold, but I think since we're ending here, we'll let Lewis save, and then we'll do the last song.
Let me just read some things here. Night Stalker research Toothless Serum has proven to be a success. Under human observation, the creatures remain visible, but some of the nighttime recordings reveal that Serum is working. The animals appear to be learning how to use their new cloaking ability with no one's around. Perhaps there is a physical limitation or some mental drawback to the ability, which prevents its usage under duress. I think I'll pursue stress testing on the animals first thing Monday morning. Server sniffer. VR sim is corrupted. Damn it. Sounds like there's a bug in the software somewhere. I hope that God doesn't screw with the suit systems. I just got the firmware updated for Mori over the weekend. For now, let's just tell Callus we're having power issues and focus on the rep contest until we get the suit ready for real world tests. P.S. Delete this message ASAP. I don't want Callus harassing me over this. X13 shipment notice. Day of cattle prods arrived today. I'd like to remind you the systems are designed to prevent infiltration by enemy agents, not internal threats. If you're doing any testing on creatures, please forward that task to the animal testing facility. As you found with the sonic emitter, our force fields can't handle power fluctuations well. Test subject observations. Chris the aggressive when I come to the lab this morning. Did something change in their diet? I'll run some tests if you like. And finally, went ahead and did the lab and noticed no appreciable changes in their blood work. I'm concerned their use of the cattle prods may react with the chemistry of the injections. This is new ground we're treading. I hate to see your hard work lost to a change in brain chemistry. These critters could be invaluable to the war effort if we can somehow control their behavior. Hey, this weird dog with a rattlesnake head can turn invisible. Let's poke it with a cattle prod and see how it works.
Jeez.
Wow.
Just looking around a bit before I call it quits for the night. Look through here.
My final thoughts.
Get off your butt, butts. The
My
last time I'm
final
going to warn
thoughts,
you, butts. I can see that comic book poking out of your field manual. You don't fool me, ass hat. Next time I catch you slacking, I'm writing a disciplinary notice. You can spread your free time polishing emitter arrays. Callus is such a great boss.
Yeah.
Science.
I'm just happy that they actually did, keep all these records for us to find.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, my final thoughts. You're free to like whatever movies you like. I won't knock you for it. There are just some things I can't get into.
RTS man, brains kidnap you and send you on a fetch quest for dangerous equipment guarded by walking corpses and robo-scorpions. Of course, didn't you know anything about science?
Mm-hmm. I'm just swiping everything we can before I call it a time here.
But together we can be justice.
Let me pick up the bottle.
Oh god,
that's worth one bottle cap right there.
My whole. I know I said I was fine with whoever hockey team wins in my series right now, but they just tied 2-2, and now I'm like, oh god, they're gonna go to 7 games, and it's gonna be so good, and I'm gonna be so happy.
All right, that is it for the evening. Hopefully, I should be able to get the episode finished, the Transformers/Ghostbusters review out tomorrow. Not guaranteeing 4 p.m., but I'm going to go and work on that for the next 12 hours. And anything else from you guys?
We got to do the closing theme.
I have the closing song that I wanted to do. It's very short.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I do. Well, before you do that, I just want to plug that if you've never seen the greatest action flick ever, Megaforce, I will be releasing that on Tuesday for everyone, and you could go check that out on my channel. Otherwise, I'll see you cats the next time we stream because I'm contractually obligated.
We love Megaforce.
Yep. And I'm hard at work on stuff, but I just have one thing to say. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I said so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been fun to play and laugh together in the box, but it's time for us to go. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again.
Should have done closing time.
And with that,
That would've been
with
cool.
that, thank you, Game Show Reviewer. Thank you, Zen, and thank you, Crimson.
Thank you for having us on. Sorry, everyone. It was my fault that part 3 didn't go out on time.
We're
It was
blaming you
fine.
for
It got out. That was the
everything now.
important thing.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.